Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, bad man thing. Shawty caught my eye last night. Despite the fact that she's not my type, I know better, oh why? So why can't I keep shutting up?
I did get a comment on my last video about making a how I installed my Pizazz hair wig video, and this video is gonna just be about the review of how the hair is itself while it's on my head. As you can see, I have installed it and I will be dropping that video, or maybe even combining the two. So without further ado, let's get into this wig. So as you can see, I have this wig on. It was 16 inches, the 13 by 4 frontal lace front wig in the deep wave. And as you can see, the curls are really pretty. All I did was use the Tropical Roots foam, and I used some water in my easy detangler brush, which I use on my natural hair. I just used that also on this. And as you can see, the curls are really nice and defined. And I do love the texture. It really served its purpose. And as you can see by the maybe even the cover of this video, I got this wig with the purpose of having an at-home prom. So this really served the purpose for the dress I had on. So let me just run through quickly the pros and the cons of this wig. First of all, the pros. As I pointed out, this curl pattern is really pretty. It's not too... One thing I don't like is when they make the wigs too straight at the top to where the curls start too late. You know, but with this wig, it does have a slight wave at the roots. You know, if you scrunch it even more, the curls will obviously be bigger, but I kind of was going for the wet look for this video. So one pro, the hair, it gets really defined. And when I do believe this is 16 inches, I don't really care to measure it, but in real life I am 5 feet tall, so the hair might look, let me just stand up so you can see this hair on me. Yeah, it's about mid back or like past bra strap length on me. So, and if I were to stretch it, it would come down here. So on a taller person, it might fit different, but I do believe this is the right length. And yeah, so that's also a pro. They were true to their word about this hair. Another pro is the parting on this wig. Now I have this wig in the middle part right now, and this is how far back it goes before you can't part it anymore. So for it to be a 13 by 4, I was kind of leery about that, because usually I do like a if I do one that's not full lace, it's 13 by 6, so I can go further back and it could look a little bit more realistic. But this is a pretty good length for parting space, and you can part it anywhere. Right now I just have it in the middle, but I will insert some pictures too of how I wore it in a side part and how I did my edges on the side. So yeah, like, you do have a lot of free reign for how you want to do your hair, you know, but of course it does stop there. So, but it's not a bad distance. It's not one of those wigs that you're gonna be limited in what you can do. So if you get this wig, just know you have free reign to do whatever it is you please. So with all these things signifying that this wig is beautiful and versatile, and the company is true to their word about how this wig will be when you get it, I'm gonna get into these cons. So one con that's not totally their fault is the reason I picked this wig was because I was hoping the lace would be somewhat of an HD lace. I don't really recall if when I ordered it that's what it said in the description, but this lace, I've had honestly better lace. Like, it's not terrible, but it also doesn't blend, it's not as transparent. Like HD lace has a different type of quality, and I just feel like this kind of resembles Swiss lace, if you know about that, but this lace wasn't as soft. I feel like the softer the lace, the easier it is to blend. So for me, like, to me it looks decent on my skin tone. I tried to melt it as much as I could. Of course, I've had this wig on for like 4 days now, so you know, my natural skin oils are making it kind of come up, and whatever makeup I did have on it might be rubbing off by now. But yeah, I do kind of wish the lace was a little bit thinner and maybe even softer, so that when you blend it, it just blends right in. It's not all hard and chalky, kind of, sort of. So that's one con. It's not major, but if you're looking for something that's definitely gonna melt, you probably need to go for something more expensive. I don't know if they have an HD line, but I will be looking out for that. Another con is you are gonna have to pluck this hairline. I did go in and pluck some of the hairs. You probably can't tell right now because I have it all brushed down, but I'll also be inserting pictures of that as well. The hairline wasn't bad when I got it. It was just more so a little bit thicker at the hairline. You can tell that they did pluck it and that they did make baby hairs already for you, but you are gonna have to go in and do some yourself, because it wouldn't be this flat at the top had I not plucked so much from it. And yeah, the shedding wasn't bad on it, but you know, I definitely plucked a lot from this wig, so it's not one of those wigs you can just toss on your head and it's gonna be all right.
Whenever you're ready to get the show on the road. We can go as soon as the wind blows.
Also, another con is you are gonna have to tint the lace, because it didn't tell me that they bleached the knots at all, but you know, so I already knew that going into it. But once again, this is one of those wigs that you are gonna have to do a little bit of customization to, so that it can fit you better, your skin tone. And one more con about the knots also was, even if I didn't have to bleach them, when I was in the process of bleaching the knots, they really, some of them didn't lift like at all. Like I had the bleach on for a long time, to be honest with you. I had bleached it for like maybe 35 minutes or 40 minutes, and only maybe 50% to like 75% of the knots actually took to the bleach, but a lot of them didn't. And I don't think it was something I did, because I saturated it equally the same amount around. So, but yeah, that kind of was something that had me like, well, but you know, it did end up blending in, you know, not too badly. And the parts that really didn't take to it kind of were sort of in the areas I wouldn't be part of my hair, so it didn't really make a difference. But that was one thing that kind of alarmed me about this wig. It probably won't happen with every one I get from them, but that's just what I noticed. But overall, I would say that the pros did outweigh any cons I had, because really, if this is the type of look you're going for, it's perfect for that. You know, it is adaptable. You might have to do a little sprucing, but it is worth it, you know, because it does look very good. Like, I was shocked at the quality of this curly hair, because I've had some curly hair wigs that weren't the best quality and I paid more for them. So yeah, I am proud of this wig. So if you are interested in getting this wig, I will be leaving the link below, and also the link will be in my other 2 videos about this wig. So yeah.
She caught my eye last night, despite the fact that she's not my type. I know better, oh why, so why can't I keep shut it off my mind?